Hello my friends, in this video I'm gonna be checking out a couple of free overdrive VST plugins that are an emulation of a very expensive guitar pedal. I'm talking about this guitar pedal that was invented in the 90s, and this is a legendary overdrive transparent guitar pedal. These days this pedal it's actually very expensive. This is one of the first overdrive pedals that were invented back in the day. So in this video we're gonna be checking out a couple of emulations. The first one is the CHOW Centaur from the company CHOW DSP. This is totally free VST plugin. Also I'm gonna be checking out the new plugin from NEMBRINI Audio called Minotaur, which is also an emulation of the Clon Centaur. These two emulations and VST plugins were released recently, being the NEMBRINI Audio Minotaur released just some days ago. In this video I want to share with you how to get them, how to download them and install them on a Windows computer. Also I want to test the sound of this couple of plugins, putting them in front of a guitar VST amplifier as well, just to get that extra boost, that extra gain. Hopefully I can make a good analysis between the two plugins, and finally checking them out on a context of a full mix. All of the applicable links are going to be down below in the description. My name is Amner Hunter from amnerhunter.com, the place where you can get tons of free resources, content and tools for music production and guitar. Thank you very much for being here and welcome. Before we dive into the content, my friends, I would like to invite you to my website, amnerhunter.com. I have some free stuff for you. I have a couple of PDF ebooks, one for music producers, the other one for guitar players. I have also a set of tools such as presets of some plugins, a super package of guitar impulses. Also, I'm giving away for free my Cubase mixing template and workflow. Finally, don't forget to check out my blog, which I'm updating weekly with tons of free content. Let's get to the video. I'm inside the store and website called reverb.com, and as you can see, this is pretty crazy. The Clon Centaur Horsey Gold costs almost $6,000 plus shipping. This is a pretty expensive pedal. I haven't seen before a guitar pedal with this price tag, so it's pretty outstanding. It really caught the attention as to why does this guitar pedal costs this much. So it really caught my attention, as you can imagine, that a couple of companies released free VST plugins, emulations of this expensive pedal. First, we are here inside the website of CHOW DSP. As you can see here, this is a digital emulation of the Clon Centaur guitar pedal. It's fully free. It's available for Windows, Mac, and iOS as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and download the Windows version very quickly, very simple. You don't need to create an account. The download is ready and I'm just gonna click on the installer, just execute the file. If for some reason your antivirus gets triggered by this file, just click here, more info, run anyway. We click here on next, accept the agreement. I'm just gonna install the 64-bit plugin format in VST. This one, I'm just gonna click next. I'm gonna choose a different folder here. This is where my 64-bit plugins need to be installed. So next, install very quickly as you can see, and finish. Now we're moving on with the Clon Minotaur from NEMBRINI Audio. You can go to the official website from NEMBRINI and download the plugin there, as you can see here. Here at Plugins for Free, they have also the file. It's available for Windows, Mac, only in 64 bits. This is a transparent overdrive that is modeled on the Clon Centaur, an overdrive pedal developed between 1990 and 1994. The legendary pedal. So I'm just gonna download the file here very quickly for Windows. Direct download. As soon as it finishes the installation, I'm just gonna click on the folder. Here is the installer, so we execute it, accept the agreement. We click on next. The plugin folder is ready. I'm just gonna install a 64-bit VST2 version. Install, and very quickly it finishes the installation. Click on finish. Now let's go to my DAW to check these plugins further. The way that I have the session set up to test and compare these two VST plugins, as you see here, these tracks that I have trimmed here are the guitar riff of one of my songs, What If There Is No Tomorrow. I trimmed the riff in 4 parts. These 2 green tracks, mono tracks, are being sent to this stereo track where I have CHOW Center. The next two mono tracks are being sent to this stereo track where I have Clon Minotaur from NEMBRINI Audio. The purple ones, mono tracks, are being sent to this stereo track. I have another instance of CHOW Center again, and these pink tracks are being sent to this guitar bus track where I have another instance of NEMBRINI Audio Minotaur. So we're gonna be checking out first the CHOW DSP plugin, and then the NEMBRINI Audio, then the CHOW DSP plugin again, the NEMBRINI Audio, and the same in the next half of the track. All these guitar buses or group tracks are being sent to this other guitar bus track. First, I would like to check the overdrive VST plugin on its own. Afterwards, I'm gonna test the overdrives before a VST amplifiers. This one is free from VTAR amps. I'm loading an impulse response here from the package that I'm giving away. I'm using Pulse as an impulse response loader. This is like the cabinet, right? These are the two EQ moves that I'm doing on this guitar. So right, I'm just low cutting from 93 Hertz and below, and high cutting from 9500 Hertz and above, just to get rid of some of this information that I don't need. On my master bus, I will put an instance of this equalizer just to get rid of 40 Hertz and below. I'm gonna put this compressor just to glue all of the mix together with a slow attack, fast release, ratio of 3:1, just looking to get some gain reduction here, 2 to 3 decibels, just to control a little bit the dynamics of the overall mix. At the end of the chain, I'm just putting a limiter just to make the mix a little louder with a ceiling of -1. I'm just gonna lower the threshold till I reduce 2 to 3 decibels here, just to bring volume and the loudness for the final mix that you're gonna be hearing in this demo. I'm gonna pull out a frequency analyzer to analyze further what these plugins are doing to the signal. This is the EQ curve analyzer. I have CHOW Centaur off and I'm gonna turn it on. This is the EQ curve and this is how it affects the signal. I'm gonna turn it off, turn it on. I'm just gonna increase this. Okay, this is the gain knob, the tone knob. As you can see, it adds a little bit of high frequencies and takes out a little bit of high frequency. This is the level, the overall volume. We have two modes here, traditional and neural. Bypass. Actually, if I bypass it, I have a little filter here. It's different than if I turn the plugin off completely. I'm gonna leave it in traditional. We're gonna pull this EQ curve analysis afterwards to compare it with the Clon Minotaur. I have NEMBRINI Audio Minotaur off. I'm gonna turn it on and let's see the curve. This is the curve. This is how it affects the signal of the frequency response. A little different than the other one. Let's increase the gain knob. This is what it does. The signal, the treble, a little bit of high frequencies there, and the output, which is just to increase the overall volume. Off, on. The version from NEMBRINI Audio doesn't have the two modes that we were checking out on the CHOW DSP, so let's check out the curve on the other plugin. As we see here, this is the CHOW Minotaur and this is the Clon Minotaur. A little different, the frequency response from each plugin. Now let's go listen to this couple of plugins. First on their own and afterwards with the amplifier, the cabinet, the post-processing. I'm gonna try to match the volume of each one of these groups for a more accurate understanding of what's going on. Let me know down below in the comments, my friends, what were your thoughts and opinions about these two couple of Overdrive VST plugins. Are you gonna use them? Let me know if you have any questions. It would be interesting to know your opinion regarding these two emulations. Before I go, my friends, I would like to invite you to my website, amnorhunter.com. I have additional freebies for you. I have a couple of PDF ebooks, one for music producers, the other one for guitar players. I have also a set of tools, such as presets of some plugins, a super package of guitar impulses, my Cubase mixing template and workflow also. And finally, don't forget to check out my blog, which I'm updating weekly with tons of free content. All of the applicable links are going to be down below in the description and first comment. Thank you very much for watching the video, my friends. I appreciate it very much, and I'll see you very soon on the next one. Alright? Take care.